This first part just has the eye level or the horizon line going across at eye level, meaning you're sitting down in this room, so that's the 1-point vanishing section right there. So if you were to set your paper up and just kind of locate that anywhere in the middle, lower part of the page, and just give yourself a horizontal line, that's your eye level or your horizon line, and you can just initial that if it helps. And then as you back up to it and taking a look at how this is placed, they show just a sketch for the back wall. And like I said, if you just want to freehand it, or you can illustrate it just by using some straight lines with the ruler. They're all very helpful, depending on how tall you make it. So once you have those four corners listed, they're all just radiating out from the vanishing point, and that gives you the interior sketch. So if you're thinking of doing anything of interior design, architectural rendering, anything along those lines, this is a huge help as far as how to understand the spatial relationship of things in one point. So that gets that set up. So you kind of have the interior of the room pretty well laid out. Anything else is just a furniture, but this outcropping of the architecture just has this piece coming up. So what you want to do is start it from the back of the room. So I'm just going to lightly sketch it out just so you can see it, and then I'll go back with the ruler. Here's where your vanishing point's going to hit there. It's coming down to this intersection, and depending on how deep this is, that's where you can arbitrarily kind of make a point. So I'll just cut it off here. And once it intersects, since it's parallel, all these are just going horizontally across the page. So if you do it accurately enough, it should line up. Just kind of freehanding a little bit in here so you can. So here it's lined up here, and if you put the pen down first right on the vanishing point, it makes it a little bit easier to illustrate that out. So you can clean up your lines pretty quickly. And the same with the freehand part of it. Line that up. So that just shows kind of the wall, how it kind of shoots itself inside of everything. And same thing when you're doing any of the furniture that they show or pictures on the wall, as long as it kind of radiates from this section. This is where it's coming across to. And if it's on this wall, you just have the vertical lines. If you pick the height of it pretty quickly, again, you're just putting these on there, lining these up, and gives you that piece. And there's ways we'll talk about to make these evenly, if this is either windows or pictures on the wall, that type of thing. And then something like this cabinet, as long as it has the base of where it's at, it's all parallel, and you just extend everything up. And whatever point you pick, as long as it lines up here, this is the horizontal part. So then you can just go back in, take your ruler if you're using a ruler, if not, just keep it all freehand. You can line it up pretty quickly. And again, you can hold the ruler down just to get the look. It gives you that initial beginning part. And then they just have a couple pieces of furniture, but what you have to remember is that the foreground, or as things are laid out, you want to kind of have them set up first with a base. So here's the base of this. It's all parallel to the picture plane, and then it has this kind of a modern section looking at it from here. And once you have this front part that's parallel, then you just take it back to the vanishing point. And wherever you decide to make the depth of it, just parallel follow the lines that you already have made in there. Trying to have this coffee table back here. And then they have this lamp, and we'll talk more about doing circular pieces in perspective, but just to try to get it set up, just make an elliptical shape. Keep it parallel like that. And that builds that section up. Okay. So pretty much that's just the layout, and then the idea would be to start to try to shade some of these items as you go.